Vacu is a tyre solutions provider dedicated to maximising a fleet's uptime with a long-established retread manufacturing heritage. Vacu seeks to be the UK's first choice, single-source tyre solutions provider by delivering the best products and exceptional value for money. We do this by producing a first-class retread tyre range in a safe and efficient manner, utilising VMS, our industry-leading tyre fleet management system, to manage any fleet, no matter how diverse, in a compliant, cost-effective and comprehensive manner which meets all customer needs. We develop new products and processes to benefit operators in all sectors of the market, and we work with our business partners to offer the most flexible and best value for money products and services. The environment is important to us, and we promote the environmental benefits of retreading and try to reduce our impact upon the environment in everything we do. We also develop the skills of our people to ensure our goals are achieved. Our commitment to these core values is what makes us one of Europe's leading tyre reprocessors. We are BSI accredited to ISO 9001 in quality management, ISO 14001 in environmental management, and OHSAS 18001 in occupational health and safety management, and Vacu is proud to have been the first UK retreader to attain all three of these standards collectively. In this film, we'll show the retreading process which a tyre casing undergoes in order to become a fully finished, high-quality retread tyre. Tyre casings arrive at our production site and are carefully inspected by a fully trained V-team member who performs both a visual and tactile examination of the tyre to inspect the casing for any damage or imperfections, and records tyre make and the remaining tread depth to see whether it meets with our stringent quality specifications. Casings which do not meet the initial stringent specifications are rejected and recycled. On average, we process just over 4,600 casings per week. That's over 230,000 a year. At this point, if the casing passes the initial inspection, it is issued with a barcode, which will track the casing throughout the entire retreading process. Our Apollo system gives complete traceability of every stage that the tyre passes through, as when the V-team member scans the barcode at the end of each stage, all of the data is uploaded onto the system, right down to which team member carried out the work. Tyre casings then undergo a bead-to-bead shearography test to highlight any separations within the structure of the casing, which are impossible to detect with the naked eye. Multiple images of each casing are recorded and inspected by the V-team member to ensure structural integrity of the finished tyre. The images are stored on our servers as part of the Apollo system. After shearography, the casing goes through the buffing process to remove the remaining tread and sidewall rubber down to exact specified dimensions. The computer-controlled rasps rotate at a high speed and ensure that the tyre casing is the exact profile for its intended matrix. The rubber crumb produced by this process is recycled to produce sports surfaces and children's playgrounds. The casing travels down the production line, where a V-team member inspects the buffed casing and repairs any localised damaged areas as required. Affected areas are buzzed out to establish the degree of damage not visible during the initial casing inspection. Only when satisfied with the casing does the V-team member scan the barcode, sign it off and forward it onto the next stage. The electronic penetration test detects any minute holes within the tubeless liner, which forms the inner wall of the casing. The casing rotates on rollers, whilst high-voltage electricity is passed through electrodes brushing the inside of the casing. If a penetration is detected, it will cause an arc, stopping the machinery and alerting the V-team member to the location of the hole. After passing through the penetration detection test, the casing is now ready to be prepared for retreading. Any excess rubber crumb is removed and the casing is sprayed with a water-based latex adhesive, creating a tacky surface suitable for rebuilding. Any variances created by the buzzing process are filled with an extruded masticated rubber compound. During the building stage of the process, new tread polymer is applied or stitched to the surface. The casing rotates on an inflatable chuck, whilst a premium rubber compound is applied in a continuous strip to ensure the tyre is built to the exact specified dimensions required for its particular matrix. The use of a continuous strip ensures that the tyre is perfectly balanced for service. The process is computer controlled for complete accuracy. The built tyre then undergoes the curing process and is placed inside a hot, segmented radial matrix inside a curing press, where it is heated for up to 95 minutes at 155 degrees Celsius, whilst inflated to 300 psi with the use of an internal bladder placed within the casing. The combination of time, temperature and pressure ensures that the rubber is correctly vulcanized, resulting in a tyre with the same tread pattern and depth as the matrix specification. This is the same process as is used in the production of new tyres. Once cooled, the final inspection process begins. The cured tyre is trimmed of rubber pip and flashing before undergoing 3 final quality inspections. Similarly to the initial inspection at the start of the process, a V-Team member first performs both a visual and a tactile inspection, where a trained eye will spot any imperfections within the tread pattern or sidewall. The tyre then undergoes a high-pressure inflation test, where it is rapidly inflated to 150 psi. Any structural imperfections or weaknesses will be clearly exposed. Finally, the tyre undergoes a further shearography test, which scans for any separations in the structure of the casing that could have occurred during the many processes the casing undergoes. Even at this final stage, if any imperfections are discovered, the tyre will be rejected. The finished tyre is laser engraved with a unique serial number generated by the Apollo system for complete traceability. In total, we perform 8 quality checks on each tyre throughout the process. Being able to trace and track every one of the stages during the process is essential to us here at Vacu, where quality is the key every time. As part of our one-stop shop offering, for customers who require industrial or earth mover tyres, we can manufacture tyres up to 52-inch rim diameters, which means that we can not only look after their trucks, but their yellow plant equipment too. We manufacture tyres to suit a range of applications, including deep mining, transfer stations, landfill, ports, railheads, and steel and materials handling. As well as holding quality and health and safety at the core of what we do here at Vacu, we are also committed to helping to protect our environment for future generations. The use of retread tyres can play an important part in this because retreads use fewer natural resources. On average, 30% less carbon dioxide is produced when making a typical Vacu retread, and it uses 75 litres less oil than an equivalent new tyre. Moreover, the reuse of tyre casings means rubber and steel waste is minimised. With a retread policy, transport operators can reduce their tyre waste by 50%. Each year, we recycle over 5,000 tonnes of scrap tyres, producing over 4,000 tonnes of rubber granulate used in sports surfaces and children's playgrounds, and over 800 tonnes of recycled steel, resulting in a saving of over 13,000 tonnes of carbon dioxide emissions against using virgin materials. All in all, there's no waste, as we also ensure that any rubber byproduct generated during our manufacturing process is recycled. We are passionate about producing a first-class retread tyre range, and we believe that retreading offers a practical and cost-effective tyre solution to our customers.